Tuesday night, 5:15, we're going to be making a delicious meatball soup. And this is an easy recipe, and it's really, really great. It's delicious. So, first, I wanted to say that if you are one of my subscribers that is interested in my mouth journey, I need you guys to comment down below and let me know that you're still interested, because I had posted a poll a few days ago offering a live to talk about this, because I still get a lot of questions on my videos, and so I was thinking like a live Q&A would be kind of fun. But only one of you, Cassie, bless your heart, voted. And so I ended up taking down the poll because there wasn't a ton of interest. So if you are watching this and you are here for more than just the cooking videos and more than just the cavity healing, and you want to see a live about my mouth, about the oral health, please comment down below and let me know, because we have kind of moved on from that subject because I really have no new news on my mouth. But I'm totally willing to have an open forum where we can talk about, you know, what things have changed, what would I highly recommend, asking questions, etc. Obviously, we have to be very, 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 very careful with the way I word things on this platform. Although with a live, usually you can get away with a little bit more than a video you post. So anyway, if that's you and you fit into that box, comment on this video, please, whether live or after the live, and please let me know, because if there's no interest, then I don't want to book something like that, okay? So that's all I've got. It's very cold here. It's going to be a high of 20 tomorrow and a low of 1, so that'll be fun. All right, so we're going to get some meatballs going here. I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees. This is a yummy meatball soup with not very many ingredients. It's very, very simple. So I got 2 pounds of ground beef in here. We're going to add half of a cup of Parmesan cheese and 2 big eggs. Another warning, these are my water glass eggs, so they're going to look interesting, okay? A little bit runny. And maybe a little, like, not, like, dark. It's kind of dark in here. Oops. Maybe not dark yolks like you would normally expect from free-range chickens. But that's kind of what happens when you water glass them. And they've been sitting for almost a year. So, again, 2 large eggs, half a cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 pounds of meat. We're going to add some parsley, some dried parsley to this. I can find my measuring spoon. The kids have been, 2 teaspoons of parsley. The kids have been using sleds to pull 5-gallon buckets of water out to the cow because of where her tank has to be. And it's so cold. There's just no way to keep hoses thawed out. And so they've been doing that with sleds. It's been kind of fun to watch the determination. Next ingredient is oregano, 1 teaspoon. And they just band together and get it done, you know. Sometimes it's 20 gallons, sometimes it's a little more than that, but they always get it done because they're just troopers. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat tonight, guys. I'm at the tail end of the cold I had. Was that last week? I can't remember. I've been sick for way too long. Okay, salt. We need healthy salt. We're looking for 4 teaspoons. 4 teaspoons of salt. It seems a little heavy. I wonder if I wrote that down wrong. Let's just do 2. I wonder if I wrote that down wrong. 2 teaspoons of salt. Just feels wrong to put 4 in there. Okay, so this is going to go into, it's going to get messy now. If you wanted to, and you don't mind grain into this recipe, you could totally add some breadcrumbs to make these like softer. You could add some milk to this. However you'd like to do it. I'm trying to keep them grain-free. I feel that the grain-free ones tend to stick together better when in a boiling situation, which this is going to be going into a soup. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to get my hands dirty. We're just going to mix it on up. And then we're going to make little meatballs. I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees. So that's ready to go. Luckily, we have a stock tank heater, so we do have a separate power pole out near the new cow barn, and so we have electricity, so we can at least heat the water. Eventually, we'd like to get, obviously, a spigot out that direction. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go wash my hands. I'll be right back, guys. We have a farm kitty that's going to have babies. Just found that out a few weeks ago. We didn't get her into the vet soon enough to be spayed. So we're going to have babies around here. Right, middies? She just came into the house. We've been letting her in here and there, and we need to get her litter box trained because she'll have to be inside when she has her babies because it's just too cold. There she is. Minnie, you're walking too fast. I can't get you on camera. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the fast thing and just use this like little scooper to make like little 1-inch. They don't have to be very big because it's going in a soup. So little 1-inch meatballs. There we go. And if you have a big jelly roll pan, by all means use it. I finally ordered myself one during Black Friday. I haven't replaced mine. It was broken from several years ago. And I miss it. I miss having a jelly roll pan because they're just nice and big, and they have that like rim that goes around the outside so you can bake things that have juices, and yeah. I've missed it. And cookies too. So I'm excited for that to come. I ended up going with Nordic Ware stainless steel because I just don't trust Pampered Chef anymore. And I couldn't find any used Pampered Chef locally, and that was old enough for me to actually trust. And then the Pampered Chef that I bought on eBay last time broke in transit, which is fine because I got my money back, but it just stunk because it's stoneware. So yeah, it's not the best at shipping apparently. So anyway, I went with Nordic Ware. I think it's 1810 stainless steel. Okay, this is our first pan going in at 400 degrees. Bring in a second pan to finish it off. I'm just larding up the pan. If you don't have lard, which I'm running out, I can't remember if this is the last jar or if I have one more. And I'm too scared to look, so let's pray there's one more. I plan to look and see what Azure has. And I need to reach out to that farmer and see if he has any in the middle of winter. Okay. Because I love lard. It's one of my favorite cooking fats. But you could use tallow. You could use duck fat, goose fat, even chicken fat if you wanted to. Butter, coconut oil. Those are all good things. These are just the cutest little meatballs. I'm used to making huge meatballs, for like an actual dinner. So it kind of feels weird when I go to make meatball soup and I use this little tiny scoop. It's like, oh, that's not very big. Who's gonna eat that? That's just a single bite right there. Hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. I had a good Thanksgiving. My cooking day ended up being so crazy that the only footage I got was of the holiday bread, which I don't know if you guys tried that, but oh my gosh, that bread was so good. We did sandwiches on it. Amazing. And then on Thanksgiving, I chopped it up and served it with the artichoke dip. Oh, so good. I have to say, like, I thought that it would be a little more flavorful with all the, spices we put in, but it was there, but like not like, hello, you're eating stuffing in a bread form. So I guess that's a good thing. I was just expecting, hello, you're eating stuffing in the bread form. All right, in it goes. So you could go up on the spices if you wanted a hello, I'm eating stuffing experience with that bread. Okay, so those are going to bake 12 to 15 minutes. That's all it takes because they're just tiny, right? So in the meantime, we're going to start our soup. So we need some butter. Let me get some butter. Oh, wait, I have butter. Hang on a second. It is over here behind you guys. Oh, there it is. Okay, here, let me just show you something. Can you guys see the difference in that color? One versus the other, see? So this is butter when our cow was still getting grass. And this is our butter now because she's on hay because the grass is covered in snow. There's no more green grass. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of butter into the pan over medium heat. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and dice, let's see, 6 cloves of garlic. So if your garlic ever like sprouts, see that little sprout right there? It's totally still safe to use as long as it's not squishy. And this is still hard, so we're going to go ahead and use it. I'm one of those people that's guilty of grabbing a full bunch of cloves, and then I'll use it till it gets down to like the little ones in the center. And then I'm like, nah, I don't want to mess with that. So then I leave it in the container and then go to the next one. So anyway, I end up with lots of sprouted stuff because pretty soon the container is like 98% stuff that I bought like 3 months ago that I just haven't wanted to deal with. So there's that. All right, 6 cloves of garlic. There's one. That was a huge one. Everybody's still coughing here. Oh. The cold doesn't help, like the temperature. But the good news is that we got our milking stanchion done. And it's inside. It's in a structure outside. And so at least when we milk, we're in out of the wind, which is like half the battle here. And so I'm very, very happy for that. It makes it a little bit less brutal. Although I will say we're going to have to get a mat for the milking stand because the cow came in with snow on her hooves and slipped. So we're going to have to get something. I put some farm towels on it for right now. And I haven't heard any complaints from the milkers. So I'm guessing that idea worked for now, which is good. I'm trying to think of what else is new. There's a cat at my feet instead of a dog. She's waiting for me to drop something, but she's not going to want to eat garlic. Do you want garlic, kitty kitty?
Yeah, I don't think she like it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Only she likes meat and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Meat is her treat.
I've been kind of letting her in the house because I want to see how much interest she has in my countertops. Don't lift her up here, please. Okay. Because that is my one thing with indoor cats. I can't do it. Because they get on where you put your food. Like, they want to be up where your food is. And to me, that's just repulsive. Because their claws have been in their own manure, and now they're all over your house. Ugh. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like letting her in for like little periods and then putting her outside to go to the bathroom, I guess. And we'll see. What's up, Doc?
Can I have a little bit of raisins and
Uh-huh.
some cheese?
That's fine. Yeah, you were outside sledding.
Yeah, it's pretty good at sledding in.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was.
So tomorrow you're not going to be able to go out and sled because it's only supposed to be a high of 20 degrees. So that's like below freezing as a high. So
yeah.
it won't. Listen though, seriously, tomorrow chores and then back inside.
Yeah.
There's no mom. I'm gonna go do chores and I don't see you for like 3 hours.
Okay.
Unless you want to like lose your nose or something.
No.
Okay, one more garlic clove, guys. The kids have been sneaking out and then they stay out, you know. Oh, I just went to go check on the water for the chicken. That was Bree's excuse this afternoon. I looked at her and I said, you just want to go out and go sledding. She got a big smile on her face. And it's warm today. It was like 37, so it was okay to be out today. What do you need? That's way too many raisins. Try that much. Let's see. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, okay, back to the meal. Let's do this. So we've got garlic, 6 cloves. We've got some butter. So this has to saute. It's just now starting. And that's all the chopping for this entire recipe. Isn't that sweet? In the meantime, I'm going to press the button on the Instant Pot behind you to release the pressure on the white beans. Which shouldn't really be that much because it's been sitting for a while. There it goes. So as far as the bean amount goes, you need 4 cups of white beans that have been fermented. So start with 4 cups, ferment the 4 cups. And that's what you're going to use. Or if you like to ferment your beans in bulk, like I do, and freeze them ahead of time, then you're looking at between 7 and 8 cups of already fermented beans that have not been cooked yet. Woo! Crazy Instant Pot. Okay. So we have, whoopsie. We have a whole half of an Instant Pot almost of cooked navy beans. This batch, and I don't think I really put enough water in here. I just put water to cover the beans, but you can see how some of them are discolored. I don't know. They're all soft. That's all that matters, right? But anyway, so like I said, with beans, you could soak them all at once and then rinse them and freeze them like I usually do. Or you could soak just what you need per meal. I find that if I'm already going to soak beans, just soak a whole bunch and fill a whole gallon freezer bag. Store them into the freezer until I need to cook some, and then you can just take it out of the freezer. Okay, so this is sauteing away. I'm going to move this out of the way here. Okay. Do a little stirring. Our holiday was very full. We bought a 21-pound turkey from a local farmer. I thought it was going to fit my roaster, you guys, and it totally didn't. So I ended up having to go and buy a new roaster that on the box said it would hold a 21-pound turkey. Actually, I think it said 24. And it just barely held the 21-pound turkey. I don't know that I would attempt 24 pounds. Unless it's like all leg meat or something that makes it an extra 3 pounds. Okay, this is ready to go because the garlic has started to turn brown. So we're going to go ahead and add some of the rest of our ingredients. I have diced tomatoes that's more like a crushed tomato. We're after crushed tomatoes. 2 quarts of crushed tomatoes. So I'm just going to use these diced tomatoes because, well, they pretty much are crushed. It was a situation where the canning didn't go so well and I wasn't watching my time and so I had to go extra long and, well, it pretty much disintegrated. So there's my 2 quarts of crushed tomatoes. All right, next ingredient is 8 cups of broth. Man, what are the dogs barking at out there?
Probably the kids.
Okay, well they need to go away from the kids because the barking is really annoying.
But the kids are like laughing very hard outside.
While they're having fun.
And like,
that's what it is.
The slaves will go like this. All of a sudden they'll go down the hill. All of a sudden they'll like turn loose.
Oh, they're barking at the kids who are sledding?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the kids who are. Yeah.
My bad. Here, I gotta grab something out of here real quick.
Okay.
So because I used the diced tomatoes instead of crushed, I'm going to add a little bit of this tomato powder, which I'm almost out of. There was like 3 things I was wishing I would have ordered this month from Azure. And this was one of them. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of powder to this. That's just to thicken it because diced tomatoes have more liquid than crushed. 1/4 cup. Hey, what's up, Doc?
Can you please give me a cup?
A cup, sure. You don't like this one? Okay. There's that. We're going to go ahead and add some salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. Can you get me the pepper grinder,
Okay.
please? Thank you. Okay, we need 1 teaspoon of oregano. Which I gotta fill this. Ooh. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 1 teaspoon of basil. What's up, Doc? Ooh, that was a little more. Oh well, it'll be a little heavier on basil.
The secos are blending up with the counter.
Oh really?
Yeah.
1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I suppose because they're wood and my counter's wood. Okay, I'm just gonna eyeball this.
What are we gonna have for dinner?
This is meatball bean soup.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah, it's yummy. Okay, can you put this back now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. That's going. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our beans. See if I can do this without being splashed. Last time I just poured the beans in it. I got a bath, so I don't really want a bath. I made like a ham and bean soup and I just took it like I usually do and dumped it like this in it. Instead of like releasing the beans slowly, it released them all at once and well, it was not good. It was like a tidal wave of broth and other hot liquid. Okay, I wonder how the meatballs are doing. Okay, I can safely dump this much. Here we go. Let's check on those meatballs, shall we? Oh yeah, they're almost done. Just a few more minutes here. So you guys can kind of see this is not a super thick soup. So if you want it thicker, I would add some more tomato powder or add some tomato paste. If you have some of that. But this is more of a brothy soup than it is a thickened, cream or, whatever it's called, comforting kind of soup. It's more of a brothy soup. Okay, this is going to be coming up to a simmer. We're going to add our meatballs here in just 1 second. Just a couple of minutes away from them being ready to go. I'm just going to put away some spices here. Okay. Let's check out the meatballs, shall we? Bring one of them out here. Oh yeah, these are actually done. So we're not looking for like totally brown. We're just looking for kind of a gray color. These have it. So I'll just use a regular spoon. We're just going to move them from here to here. And if the centers aren't quite done yet, which I can tell you they're not, the bottoms are kind of, you know, gray color. These are going to end up simmering anyway, so they will be fully cooked in here. And like I said, with the meatballs, if you want to add breadcrumbs and stuff, you sure can. It's just I have found that when I make, whether it's this meatball soup or I make like an Italian, almost like a like a spaghetti soup, and I do meatballs, they just don't hold together for me when I add stuff that makes them soft, essentially, because that's what breadcrumbs do. And so I just resorted to just doing them with no breadcrumbs, because what's the point if they're going to fall apart? Then you might just throw ground beef in here and forget the balls part, you know? And after we get all these balls added, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty close to 2 gallons of soup. So if you want less than that, I would definitely have all the ingredients that we've added. I can hear it simmering down at the bottom of the pan. It's because all those beans have settled to the bottom. There we go. Christmas is fast approaching. We won't be hosting Christmas this year. We're actually going to be going to a dear friend's house instead. So our Christmas is going to look a little bit different than what it always has, which is fine. Christmas can look different. It'll be fun to be with our friend and enjoying really good food. Oh my, I think it's done now, honey.
Yeah.
It's
I
done.
stuffed this in here.
Check out this boot. Like it's done. I have a new pair coming. Okay, just I want to preface this conversation, but because it just had like a small crack, and now, well, that boot's done. It's not coming back from it. Hopefully your boot will be here in a few days.
Yeah. Want to cold weather?
Yeah, I just don't think that boot likes cold weather. What happened, dude? Dude, you need to go wash your feet. Yeah. What bumps? Do you have bumps on you?
No.
That's dirt.
No.
Okay, let's just make an agreement. You go wash your feet, and then I will look and see what bumps you're talking about. Because right now, all I see is dirt. Did you... Hey! William? Did you wear socks inside your snow boots?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for listening. Okay, next pan of gray colored. Not cooked all the way through, just gray colored. They don't have to be cooked all the way through. Meatballs in they go. Do you know what's up with the spots on or whatever? Bumps on his feet?
I haven't seen him.
I think it's just dirt. You can't come up here, Kat, and if you start jumping up for my food, you're out of here. You can go outside in the freezing temperatures. Part of me hopes like she won't get on the counters, you know, so she can just stay inside forever. But I think a cat will always be a cat. I don't know. I don't think there's a way to train them out of that. I've tried like leaving in the past when we had cats, leaving like my burners on my stove so that when they jump up, you know, well, that'll keep them off of your stove, but you can't do that with your counter. So I'm not sure. Okay, so this soup is done. Like I said, if you want to thicken it, add your tomato paste, add more tomato powder to your thickness liking.
Hey, Mama.
Yeah, dude.
Peek at the butt.
Oh, okay. So those are wrinkles. So did the inside of your boots get wet? Like with snow? You have snow in your boot? Okay. So, you know, like sometimes when you take a bath, your feet get, or we go swimming, sometimes you get wrinkly. Those are just wrinkles.
Mama,
What?
I was making me and Jason and Bethany and me were making a hill, a huge hill like the ones that Dave make.
Okay.
And it's not that. Anyway, we're off sledding, making snowmen.
That's fine. I'm just telling you that you might have gotten a little bit of snow inside your boot.
I got a whole bunch and I tried to take it out.
Okay. All right. Well, your foot is wrinkled because you had a whole bunch of melted snow inside your boot.
But what is the go
So
next to the stove?
you should warm your feet up next to the stove. Listen to me though. Your boots should be in front of the fire stove too, because they have to dry. Oh, is they gonna be wet tomorrow?
Oh.
That's hilarious. Well, there's the truth. The truth comes out, doesn't it? All right, so I'm just going to gently stir this. And I'm just going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. And this is ready to eat. I mean, if your meatballs are cooked all the way, you left them in there for 30 minutes or something, and they're cooked all the way, perfect, you're done. I just did the 12, 15 minutes to get the outside cooked, and now it's going to cook the inside as it simmers. So this will just be simmering. Hi, kitty. The cat is here for the meat. I think we're going to have a problem. We're not going to have a problem, are we? You're not going to jump up there, are you? You can be a good girl and stay on the floor, right? I don't know. She's looking suspicious. The cat.
Oh, yeah, because I give a little bit of cheese.
Oh, we're hand feeding the cat. That would be the issue, wouldn't it? Yeah. Huh. Anyway, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That's dinner. It was so fast. That was a 30-minute meal. Boom, it's done. So if you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And I will schedule something for next week. So keep your eyes out. And as I said in the beginning of this video, if you're part of the oral health crew that has been following me for so many years, I think it's been like 4 probably now, with oral health, I'm willing to do a live. I just need people to comment down below, let me know that there's actually people who are interested, and then I'll schedule something. So anyway, and then if there's no one else who's interested, and Cassie, if you actually are watching this, I could just like Zoom you or something. It could just be the two of us. If you need some questions answered, totally be willing to help you that way as well. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. You guys have a great night. Stay warm, eat some nutrient-dense food that has some broth in it, and I'll see you guys next week.
Was that